Donald Trump got humiliated by the Supreme Court. Now he's coming back for everything he can get. So on Friday night, the Supreme Court told Donald Trump that his little scheme of using emergency laws to slap tariffs on most of the planet without consulting Congress was illegal. And during a lengthy, televised, petulant meltdown, Donald Trump told the world that tariffs were still happening. It's just that they'll be 10% across the board, every country, that's what they'll pay. Because that's what he was legally allowed to do.
But other alternatives will now be used to replace the ones that the court incorrectly rejected. We have alternatives. Great alternatives.
Anyway, it seemed like today Donald Trump's reread the law and realised that it actually allows him to charge 15%. So that's what he's doing. In a post on Truth Social, he said, based on a thorough, detailed and complete review of the ridiculous, poorly written and extraordinarily anti-American decision on tariffs issued yesterday, after many months of contemplation by the United States Supreme Court, please let this statement serve to represent that I, as President of the United States of America, will be effective immediately raising the 10% worldwide tariffs on countries, many of which have been ripping the US off for decades without retribution until I came along, to the fully allowed and legally tested 15% level. There is still one slight problem with that, which is that he's only allowed to charge 15% for 150 days. So that is a big change from the tariffs he had in place before, which he thought he could set as high as he wanted for as long as he wanted. Now that still presents a problem for Trump, because he used to use the tariffs like a big stick he could wave at other countries. So he could threaten to slap them with 200% tariffs unless they did exactly what he wanted them to. He can't do that now. So still a bit of a humiliation for Trump. And he's got another slightly awkward moment in his near future. On Tuesday night, he's giving his annual State of the Union address to Congress, where he's supposed to get up on stage and tell them how great the country is and outline his agenda for the next year. And who's going to be sitting on the front row? The Supreme Court justices. Now, he was asked at this at the press conference last night. He was asked whether they were still welcome at the State of the Union. And he said,
They are invited, barely. Barely. 3 are happily invited. No, they're barely invited. Honestly, I couldn't care less if they come, okay?